So, just what the hell is going on down in Australia? We had that multiple stabbing in a Sydney shopping centre, and the guy still just doesn't add up. This Joel Couchy fella, they say he was nothing to do with the usual stabby lot, but instead they came out with the old mental health line, as they usually do, and that he was an incel. Now, the guy's father has come out on the news in Australia and said that he couldn't find a girlfriend, he was an incel. And for those of you who don't know what incel means, it means involuntary celibate, I think. Basically, guys who can't talk to girls. So according to his dad, he's one of them, or he was one of them, and he was a loner who had no social skills and was, according to him again, frustrated out of his brain. And that he was a schizophrenic, and the reason he stabbed and killed women was because he wanted a girlfriend, which makes sense. Maybe that was Jack the Ripper's problem. He should have asked those prostitutes for a good time rather than slice them with a knife. Now, like I said, it doesn't add up. It really doesn't. The guy in the mall doesn't match the photo of the guy with a surfboard on the beach. But that's just me. And also, considering his dad said that he had no social skills, well, his Facebook posts suggest otherwise. Look at this. He says, "Hi, I'm looking for groups of people." And now, regardless of the rest of the sentence, which is a bit sinister, the guy's looking for a group of people. If you have social skills problems, you don't go looking for groups of people. I've dealt with prisoners in my previous job who had no social skills, and they quite literally did not interact with anyone. People with no social skills don't go out looking for people to socialise with. And yet here's Joel Couchy on Facebook suggesting otherwise. And here's another one. He wrote on a Facebook page, "Hi, I'm surfing Bondi this afternoon. If anyone wants to meet there for a surf," again, not the behaviour of someone lacking social skills in my opinion. And then there's this one. "Hi, I'm looking for a fluent Swedish speaker for a language exchange." So like I said, it doesn't add up. So anyway, only yesterday there was another stabbing in Australia. This time it was blatantly one of the usual stabby boom boom lot. And you can see in the video he just walks up to a priest in a church and starts stabbing the hell out of him. Luckily, the priest didn't die, though he did suffer some horrible injuries, obviously. But why is it happening in Australia and it's making the news? But it's been happening in Europe. The past 7 days, there have been horrific attacks by the stabby boom boom lot. A poor woman was beheaded by one in France, and yet it did not make the news here. Why? Are we that too used to now, or hardened to what these people do, that, like Sadiq Khan once said, it's part and parcel, isn't it? And maybe that's why it's making the news in Australia, because it's not part and parcel. Apart from the spiders and snakes down there, and every other insect that wants to kill you, it's quite safe. But I guess it's something the Australians have now better got used to, because they have a very, very woke government down there. And it's the same in New Zealand. It's like the woke shits. And unlike in Europe and the UK, when this sort of thing happens, there was a crowd of locals, hundreds of them, outside this church, and they were just begging the police to hand the guy over to them so they could lynch him. Now, regardless of what you think of that, I believe people shouldn't be used to this. It's not something we should be living with, and it certainly isn't something we should be importing. This should be nipped in the bud now before our future generations have to live with it and put up with it. Scary times indeed, and there we go. I'm Paz49. Thanks for listening, and until the next time, Roger Trout.